Hello, my name is Monique and I'm gonna make this introduction video. This video will be an introduction of 3 subjects that I want to cover in the videos to come. The 3 subjects are very short, what it's like to live off social welfare, the shift, what I call it for now. I wrote a business plan, so what is happening, from social welfare to entrepreneurship, having an own business and hopefully getting rid of poverty. And the third subject, my illnesses. First one is about living off a social welfare, because that's what I've been doing the past 20 years almost. Well, not entirely, but most of the time. I want to, since I've been doing this for a very long time, I certainly came across certain ways of dealing with money, because if you don't have a lot of money, you cannot, you really have to know how much money you are spending, and there are a lot of tricks that can help you deal with money, and I think a lot of these tricks would apply to everybody. Usually when you get financial advice, you want to hear from people who are successful and rich, but nevertheless, well, it's true, people want to make a lot of money also. There are 2 aspects of making a lot of money: either having a lot of money, and on the other hand, dealing with money. So don't spend too much money, because the less money you spend, the more money you save. So those are the 2 aspects. I mean, people who want to make money know this, but people who live off social welfare know this too. And maybe we know certain things that, well, other people do not know. So that's something I could talk about. I also want to talk about a little bit about what it's like, dealing with low social status and stuff like that. However, it's not my planning to engage in drama and talk about problems. Everybody has problems, and I do not feel compelled to convince you that the reason I am in this circumstance is right, and that if you would have the same problems as I have, you wouldn't do any better. That's not all that interesting. And the other subject is the fact that I am starting with a business. I've wrote a business plan. The business plan is more or less finished already, but there are a few steps to follow. It will be judged by a committee. This is also an extension of the Social Welfare Institute. It is not guaranteed that they will agree with the business plan, because I already heard that some fellow students, because I followed the course the past year, some fellow students failed the committee. So that remains to be seen. However, I'm quite confident that I have a good plan, so I don't worry sick about it. Maybe it will come when the time arrives. I don't know, but right now I'm not worried about that. And the other one is my illnesses. I also want to talk about illnesses. I have a chronic inflammation in the nose. I have breathing problems. I have asthma, and but because of the illness in the nose and in the ears, I talk difficult. Sometimes my speech is somewhat impaired. Right now it is impaired. I talk difficult. So I want to maybe address it, maybe show you also videos when I flush the nose even. I don't know, it's disgusting when I do that, but oh well. it might make for a good video, I suppose. I have no idea. And of course, that I have low energy levels. That's also one of the consequences of being ill all the time, because that's my fate. That's my life. I'm practically ill all the time, and that makes it very hard. And yes, I'm going to talk about that a little, or hopefully show you that. Those are the three things, and they're all intertwined, because the fact that I have a business plan is an idea of me, of course, together with my Social Welfare Institute. So they are very much related to that. The fact that I'm ill is the reason why I have been in a social welfare for so long, among a few others though. And the fact that I'm going to start an own business as a web shop. I'm going to start a web shop in the Netherlands, a fair trade web shop. The fact that I'm going to start a web shop is also because I don't have to do a lot of physical stuff, so I can do the whole entrepreneurship from the computer online. So and I have to. If you are ill all the time, then that is a problem. So those are the things that I would wish to talk about. And I think I covered it. Am I forgetting something? Oh yes, the fact that I live off of social welfare is also partially responsible for the quality of the videos. I don't have a laptop. I have a fixed computer. I have a very good reason to have a fixed computer, because first of all, a fixed computer is the computer, and all other computers, laptops, tablets are derived from fixed computers, not the other way around. So I refuse to call my computer a desktop. I will never say that. It's disgusting. So it's a great insult. I will never buy a desktop. Also, I buy a fixed computer or a computer. However, having a fixed computer does have one advantage. If I want to put my webcam in a place with better light, then I have to replace the whole computer. So that's not doable. If it were a laptop, then that would have been a lot easier. I could have chosen a better spot. I have experimented a spot nearby the window, so that means a camera between me and the window. Now it's the other way around. That's why I close the curtains, because then you see a light around me, like an aura something, but I myself, well, except for the aura, I myself will look like the child of darkness itself. I mean, completely black, something like that. So no, that's not gonna work. This is the best setup I can come up with right now. I have another compact camera that I've tried to use from videos, but it creates a lot of noise. Its microphone is actually quite alright. But camera makes noise. It is so noisy, and it's not always sharp. This one at least is always sharp. So this is a webcam. From this very spot I make the best videos, and I know it's a little bit dark, but yeah, it's the best video I can. It's the best quality I can provide right now. I do have a microphone. That's also very important. Since my speech is jeopardized, it will help to speak through a microphone. I bought this second-handed on eBay again. This is quite a well-done microphone, and but the standard was lost when I bought it, and so I have to put it in my hand, which is not so bad. But I also try to make a gameplay, and then a microphone is a bit hopeless. But sure, it's reasonably good. better than the microphone of my webcam. So that is at least something, and I can put it to good use. That is some way I can at least meet you a little bit. So I will try to meet your criteria for good movies. That is quite important. However, in the meanwhile, I will allow myself to practice. I will allow myself to familiarize myself with video editing software, because I already noticed that can be quite hazardous. And yeah, I would just try to do what I can with the equipment that I have. Maybe this is somehow a testimony of integrity. If I would have very, very good equipment, the best of the best, the newest of the newest, one should seriously ask himself if I really have a difficult time living off a social welfare. I mean, sometimes people do have a lot of stuff, and that's usually because they have parents or friends that pay for things. And no, I do not do that. It would be very smart in a way, I suppose, and economical, for good economics, good entrepreneurship maybe even, but at least to some, I don't know, but it's something that I don't do. So yeah, I have to get some of my own crappy equipment like this. Well, crappy. I'm quite happy with my microphone. Essentially, I'm also happy with my webcam. So that will have to do. So far my introduction. I thank you for watching, and hopefully till next time.